So hey, Mover Nation, I realize it has been a minute since I've made a video, since I really talked to y'all. A lot has changed in the last couple of months. Really a lot in the last couple of weeks. Anyways, I'm in beautiful Kona, Hawaii, on the Big Island, and it is a beautiful experience. I got here about 2 weeks ago. I was making a film. Prior to that, I was in New York City, and I was also making the same film, shooting in New York. And on October 29th, I got a text message from my brother, and it said, you need to call me as soon as you can. I was in the middle of a production, but his first chance I had, I called him. It was actually our last day in New York before we flew out the next morning. And he told me that my father, George Ziegler, my adopted father, had passed away. Yeah. That was pretty shocking. It was also, I had been it had been about a few days since I had talked to him. I was sending him a lot of text messages while I was in New York, just sharing with him. And as I always do whenever I'm on location or with my family and friends, I share, hey, look at this beautiful location, or look at this cool apartment that we're shooting in, overlooking Manhattan, or, here's the Freedom Tower behind me, or what have you, right? And it was shocking because it had been a couple of days, and we were right in the middle of the World Series, and my Dodgers were playing, or my Dodgers, LA Dodgers. I'm from LA, so I live in LA, so I wanted to talk to him about the World Series. There was a couple of games that had just come down the wire that were really crazy, and I didn't have the opportunity to do that. But I am grateful for the relationship that I had with George, and we had some great chapters. And I put him in my movie A Murder in Mansfield. That's probably how you guys are familiar with him. But I had to fly. I still had to continue doing what I was doing because we were scheduled to be filming, and we couldn't just stop our production because we had a lot of people here that were on a set time. So I had to travel back to LA and then turn around in 24 hours and get on a plane with new gear, the new crew, to fly to Kona. And then I flew back. My father's funeral was on the 7th. I flew back the night of the 5th. I was up for about 36 hours in total traveling, because you got to fly from Kona to LA, and then LA I had to fly to Minneapolis, because you guys know the airports are really wacky right now, and then Minneapolis to Cleveland. I got to get a ride from Cleveland to Mansfield, so it was a whole thing. But I hadn't shared this with any of you guys because just timing and just trying to take some time to heal. But I was able to make it back to my father's funeral, and I was very grateful for that. And I'm grateful to those of you that reached out with your support, because it means the world to me. So I want to say thank you for that. I wanted to say thank you to my great channel mods that were all aware of it and offering support. And to those of you that reached out to me, I really appreciate it. So keep my family in your prayers. I'm good, but if you can keep my family in your prayers, that would be great. My mother is, lost her husband. It would have been 57 years this year. So it's a long time to be with someone, and so if you would keep my family in your prayers, I'd really appreciate it. And I look forward to, I'll be on the road again for another 2 weeks. This is about 60 days on the road in this film in the last 3 months. So, but it's been worth it. It's been a great project, and I'm very grateful. And I'm trying to catch some stuff in Kona. As you see, the view is pretty beautiful. Been trying to catch some sort of touristy things that I didn't get to do while I was here the first time. So, trying to catch those before I have to get on a plane tomorrow to LA. But I love all of you. Thank you so much again for your support, for your understanding. There's going to be a lot of content coming, and I got my little. I'm going to the top of the volcano today, the crater, to shoot some beautiful star shots, because you can see basically the curvature of the Earth. It's the largest mountain, second largest in our solar system if you measure from the ocean floor. There's only one bigger on Mars, one bigger mountain. And so it's a volcano, and I'm going to the top of that to check that out. But it's a pretty intensive trek, but that'll be good. So I'm trying to do some things to enjoy myself. Jumped off a cliff yesterday in the ocean. It was really scary. I'll show some video of that too. But River Nation, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I love all y'all. I'll see you on the next one.